Alright, everybody, welcome back to video number, I believe this is video number 3 at the time of recording, so that's going to be fun. We are playing Hammurabi from Babylon, the Babylonian Empire. As you can see, we have taken over the northern half of this continent, while Eleanor of Aquitaine has taken over the bottom half as France. This is a separate continent here, and we've taken over the northern portion of this continent as well by declaring war on this guy right here, Jayavarman the Seventh of the Khmer Empire. And so he's taken over the middle portion, and the southern portion down here, which is connected to this, is relatively safe, and the rest of the continents in around everywhere are relatively safe as well. So what we're going to try and do this video is try and get over here, perhaps produce a settler over here and try to get it over here somewhere, perhaps get a settler down here somewhere and take over Vimayapura, because that is our goal. This is a free city, Kampong Srai, and it is being pressured by Khmer the most. There's just no chance of me taking that city right now, which is unfortunate, but it's all right. Originally, I took this city, and this city didn't have enough loyalty, so I focused on here to get these two full loyalty, and then hopefully I will be able to take a couple of more cities as time goes on. I should be able to bombard this city. I should be able to bombard. I know there's a city here, so that's two cities that I can take from the sea. The other cities I cannot take from the sea. It's just not possible. Um, One thing that I am missing, so this must be their capital here, which is unfortunate for them because it's about to be taken. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get our ship, our frigate Armada over there, and we're going to go into the next turn. No, I don't. I don't acquiesce to your request. I refuse. Um, if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on how you pronounce it, you will recognize that statement, acquiesce to your request. It basically just means I will not give in to your demand. It's just not going to happen. Um, it's the fancy way of saying to go to beat it, scram. So all right, so we've got a builder. We're gonna build some iron. We're gonna go ahead and get I'm thinking civil engineering. Let's see here. Just making sure. Yeah, we're gonna do colonialism instead. Um, and then over here, I believe we're going to go with an entertainment district here. We're going to go with a lighthouse up here, and we're going to try. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to take that. It's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna go ahead and get some extra gold. Gold is always welcome. I'm actually going to try and purchase a couple of bombards, or should I purchase a frigate here? I think the frigate is the better option of the two. So, alright, so let's see if I can merge these two. I can't remember what Civic allows me to merge. Let's see. It's a fleet, right? It's nationalism. And where'd it go? Oh, here. So we're going to hold shift and click on that, and we'll try to boost myself up to that, to nationalism, so that I can go ahead and form my units into a fleet, because unfortunately I can't do that right now. I have an armada due to the fact that I was able to get a great admiral and used its charge to develop my fleet into an armada, because I thought that would be the best chance of me taking these cities. So I went ahead and did that, and that's what we helped in the last video. That's what we used to help ourselves take over uh, the the cities. Probably a bad idea to do that, but we're gonna come over here anyway, just to see. Yeah, it's rough. Alright, so we're just going to keep going down here a little bit. Recruit a great scientist. Very nice. Stock exchange. We're just gonna, there we go. Alright, so what's we got here? Eureka from computers and one random technology. Chemistry. Very nice. So yeah, as you can see, as Babylon, we got the Eureka for when we got the Eureka for computers, we actually received that full technology. And that's because Hammurabi's special um, ability, I guess, is that when he gets a Eureka, scientific Eureka, he gets a whole technology instead of just the, what is it, 40%, I believe, of the technology cost. So he gets the full cost of that technology, which is absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead and put these all on alert. Now, where is the other dies? I know I have another set of die somewhere. I've got to, right? Maybe not. Let's just swap this tile. We'll put an industry in that tile. So, alright. We're going to build a flood barrier there. And we're going to try, let's see, Bologna. Let's keep going with Cahokia. Try to develop that a little bit. Now, is there anything I can do to boost the loyalty in this city? I could purchase a granary or granary, however you say it. I'm thinking a trader would be quite nice. We'll produce a bombard in this city. This trader will move back and forth between these two cities, just to connect them, I believe. Actually, we're gonna go to Cahokia because that's gonna give us, some vision down there. Yeah, I mean, so I'll give you that too. So what I want is to reveal that city. I know it's their capital. Let's go to Trade City State. And purchasing them with gold costs 50% less. Yes, that worked. So one of them worked, one of them didn't. Alright, so we'll do the arena here. We'll down to Cahokia and boost that a little bit more. Meteor shower. Flood barriers. You want to try and get flood barriers pretty quickly once you unlock that technology. The reason for that is because uh, as you progress through the game, you have, of course, the new climate change functionalities in the game. And what tends to happen is that your lower land, so like if I click on settler here, see here, once the sea level rises the second time, this tile will be flooded and it will be destroyed. You cannot put anything there. The same for that tile and that tile, and so on and so forth. So this tile as well. And as the game progresses, the sea level rises. As the sea level rises, you lose more and more tiles. And it sucks for coastal cities, especially cities founded right on the coast. because that can really, really destroy your your uh, your productivity if you have to constantly keep uh, repairing all of your tiles or replacing farms and things like that. Oh, excuse me, a bit of a yawn. So you definitely want to try and get the flood barriers up as soon as possible once you unlock that tech, so that you don't have to worry about flooded tiles. Now, is there anything that I can do to get more loyalty? Not particularly. Anything at all. +2 loyalty to units with the garrison. I can do that one. I'll do that one, I think. That should give me, yeah. So that puts Babylon up above the loyalty mark, keeps me from losing it, which is good. And yeah, there's Angkor Thom, or Thom, however you pronounce that. I'm very sorry if these are words that are important to you. I suck at pronouncing words that I have not heard said out loud before, and I, for some reason, can't be bothered to go Google them. It just takes forever to Google all of these names, and there's really no point. Because I'm only going to say them very, very rarely. So hopefully you don't take offense to me saying these words wrong. It is not my native language. They are not in my native language. They are not words that I am familiar with, and so you to uh, have to give me a little bit of leniency, hopefully, because of that. Looks like we are going to go into a dark age soon. Unless I can crank out some... Let's see here. So this one already has it. I think what we'll do is we'll move this guy over here. And we'll create a different production. Colossus will be a good one. Purchase a builder. And that'll allow me to cut this forest down for production. Yeah, you want to try and use your forest chops in a very targeted way to try and keep yourself from falling behind. That's usually the best way that I've found that keeps me from, or that's the best way to use them, is to keep me from falling behind in games. Um, Specifically with regards to, loyalty or to turn limits or turns and things like that. Um, how much do I have left? How many turns? I have 10 turns left on this. Alright, so I should be able to get over there. Barely. Darn it, someone else built the Colossus before me. That is unfortunate. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to build any of those, which is unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. We'll put the Colosseum here. Start getting to building some wonders. Hopefully, building those wonders will get me some much needed, happiness. Build the preserve over there in the shadow of the volcano. I don't know why I did that, but I do. So yeah, looks like Dark Age next turn, but that's all right. I think we'll be all right still. Um, these, I'm worried about these. These are the ones I'm worried about over here. So let's just go. Let's develop that coal. So it looks like all of my cities are good to go over here. Looks like those two cities over here are all right. So that's good. That's good to go. That's good to know. Um, I think this Heartbeat of Steam is going to be the best option. All right, so now that we've done that, I think what we're going to do is we are going to Cassius Belli him, and we're going to declare another formal war against Jayavarman because we can. And we're going to blow that out of the water. Plunder his trade route. And we're going to attack his city. Now, may or may not be the best option, but we're going to do it anyway.
It is nationalism.
Okay, so we're going to attack here, attack with that, attack with that. Gonna keep going with that. So, yeah, as you can see over here, so I'm going to pull this bombard down. I'm going to pull him out of the city and create a bombard here. And the reason I'm going to do all this is because they are 50% off, currently speaking. And that is a really, really good discount, especially for siege units during a war. So we're just going to move that out of there. Gonna purchase another one. This looks like I need more niter to do that with, so I'll just allow that to happen. So we'll keep bombarding that. We're also going to attack that city at the same time. So get these to move down. Uh-oh, that's not where I want. We want to avoid bombardable districts as much as humanly possible. So there's that fleet, which is good. That fleet and that armada will bombard harder than I think an armada and two individuals will. Alright, so workshop. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt that bombard quite a bit. So we're going to bombard that. And we're going to go up. And you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to bring these out of range. because I think taking that city first will give me better options. And we're not going to even name our religion anything major. We'll give it that, and then down here we'll give it scripture. And I don't have a ton of faith, but I've got a good amount. We'll grab a couple apostles and we'll just try to spread that out a little bit. Now, I don't know if you've seen the first video. If you haven't seen the first video of this series, I recommend you go and take a look at it. We are going to be not going for any sort of religious victory. And the reason we aren't going for any religious victory is because I don't like religious victories. No, I'm just kidding. Although I don't. I disable religious victories for the main reason of that if I decide to go for a combat victory or something else, I don't want it in the way of I don't want a religious victory in the way of it. For some reason, AI opponents tend to have this weird predisposition towards immense violence. They absolutely love to go for a religious victory. I don't know why. Even if they're not religious civilizations, they like to go for religious victories. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they do. And interesting enough, I've actually tried to get them to. I've actually tried to figure out why that is. Like maybe is it like programmed that way? But no, according to the devs, and all of what they've said, it's supposed to be balanced, and certain civilizations are supposed to be predisposed towards religious victories, and some are supposed to be predisposed against religious victories. But for some reason, every time I try to do anything, the civilizations that I am facing try to get in the way and conduct a religious victory. So I have to disable religious victory option if I want to be able to play a real game that isn't focused on counter religious operations. Because oftentimes that is what I end up having to do, is run counterintelligence against religions, and just it's a waste of time, really. So we're going to keep attacking here. We're going to spread the religion to this city. How many turns? 4 turns here. You're going to give me all your cities. No? Okay, well, then you're going to lose your capital then, I guess. I tried. You saw me. You saw me do it, right? You all are my witnesses. You saw me try to peace out with him and have him just give me his cities instead of his capital, but instead he wants me to take his city, his capital, so I'm going to do that. I mean, that's not really what he's saying, but that's what I'm going to pretend that he's saying. We're just going to go with it. And once I take his capital, I should be able to... I should have most of this territory. Democracy. I gain 2 diplomatic points. Yeah. All right. Look at me being all diplomatic. Get it? Because of war? Haha. No. I'm serious though. So yeah, so there's the capital. I took his capital. Rebellion in 13 turns. So let's repair the monument.
I only understand.
And now this is going up, but I do need to try and reassign a governor over here. So, all right, let's take a look here. No, well, I'm trying to get him to give me this city as well, so I don't have to worry about it. Um, but it doesn't look like he wants to do that. So, 1, 2, 3. I can't take that city. I won't be able to take any of those cities like that. So I'll just move over here. Let's see here. Anything? Let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll keep the trader. And we'll do a spy probably next in that city. I'll give it to you just because.
No one starts.
If I keep yawning, I apologize. I am, I don't know if you saw it, if you've seen it, I may have mentioned it a couple times. I am a graduate student at New Mexico State University. I am currently in the PhD program in experimental psychology. I'm working on both the master's and PhD while I'm in this program. And so I should hopefully have another master's and a PhD by the end of this program. I already have a bachelor's of science and a master's of science, which is really fun. I really enjoy doing both of those degrees. Um, if you guys aren't sure whether you want to go to college or not, don't force yourself to go to college just because people tell you that you're supposed to. Um, College is not for everyone, and don't let anybody tell you different because it is not for everyone. Um, I had a friend who went to college and he spent a whole school year at one university. Um, that university did not work out for him all that well, so he ended up going to the college that I was at, coming home, going local, and going to the college that I was at. And it turns out that that college did not agree with him either. Um, and so he ended up dropping out of the college, not getting a degree, going for a career instead of a job. And he got a job, good pay, good benefits. There's nothing wrong with that. And people who say that there's something wrong with that are clearly insane. Um, but I would highly recommend considering going to college. Don't just not consider it because you don't think you're going to be good at it. College is very different than high school. And I encourage you guys to weigh your options. Um, Another good option is trade school. You know, construction, carpentry. You can be a Sparky, electrician. You can be. There's so many a welder. There's so many different options available to you. I want you to guys to be aware of your options. So don't settle, but don't cut off your options either, because you know there's a lot out there. Okay, that was my little education uh, rant, I guess you could call it. I just want you guys to know that there is a lot of things that you can do that don't include college, and college is also something you can do though. So just want you to be aware that you're not just because someone says you have to go to college doesn't mean you actually have to go to college. Um, Weigh your options. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. So I clearly did not think this through because that city is easily going to be mine. But yeah, I clearly did not. Clearly did not think this assault on Angkor Thom through because I don't have much room to go. We're gonna try and pull our ships over here though. No, he still doesn't want to give me Angkor Wat either. It's unfortunate. Thank you, Angkor Wat. All right. So we've taken Angkor Wat over. We've taken almost all of Jayavarman's
It's the industrial.
cities, which are, I mean, that's a pretty decent maneuver. What I want to try and do though is I want to try and take this as well, and then that city is landlocked. It's completely locked in except for Bologna. He might be able to get some troops out through there, but he's landlocked. He's got no access to the sea, so no ships are coming. And depending on what stage he's in, what relationship he has with Bologna, he's not going anywhere. And that city may even flip over to me um, in the meantime. So we're gonna pull my bombards down. We're gonna pull this bombard over here, and we'll pull this one over here, while my ships get into place. So give me the nope. You're not gonna give me that last city. All right. Well, it's being taken by me then. Um. All right. So I've got one bombard in place. Go ahead and hit it. Heal. Once all of my cities get to full capacity, I should be able to just, let's see, let me go ahead and put this here. Let me put this here. I'm going to grab some Inquisitors. Absorbs the city-state into your empire. Grants you plus 10 loyalty per turn in the city. Really? So it has to be, I have to be, must be in the territory of a city-state of which you are suzerain. So what's my relationship with Bologna? 7 out of 10. I've got 2 envoys at 150 influence. I should be able to get it relatively quickly. Let's go ahead and do Divine Right and try to build up up towards some more envoys. If I can get Bologna as my
Many of us take better care.
as my city state, I should be able to just absorb it into my empire and leave Jayavarman as a landlocked nation completely under my mercy. All right, so get all this Buddhism out of my cities. There we go. Nope. Sorry, my guy. You made your decision.
I conclude then that
And actually, let's open the tech tree. Any technology that I can, nope, nothing that I can rush to. It's fine though. So, 50% influence points. I'm gonna stick with the Merchant Republic. I think the Merchant Republic is the better of the options. We'll camp out by Bologna for a little while. Hopefully, we'll be able to develop our relationship a little bit more. So, Bologna. So I've gotten it to where it is no longer, it may not belong to me yet, but uh, it is no longer a suzerain city-state, I believe. Yep. So I just need one more, just one more. All right. Grants one promotion to a naval unit. I'll send it over here and give it to the Ironclad. Alrighty, let's see here. It looks like, am I the new suzerain of Bologna? I am the new suzerain of Bologna, which means I can absorb it into my empire. And look at that, I cut off those cities right there, just like that. And just like that, I take that city as well, and I'm going to keep it. Flood barrier, flood barriers, all the flood barriers. And it looks like I get the dominant religion of Mahindra Parvarta here. Let's pull this guy down here. Alright, so it looks like he is stuck landlocked now. Alright, so that's a good place to stop for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me destroy Jayavarman and his entire city. If you didn't, I apologize. Hopefully, I will be better next time. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys like the video. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. If for nothing more than to encourage me to make more videos and get better at videos, so that I can potentially make this as a side project, side hustle, to get some extra cash flow for my graduate education. Yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to try to make these videos as often as possible. I'm currently in where I live right now. Once I leave from where I live now, I am going to end up going to a new apartment at the end of this month, which is the end of March in 2021. So March 31st, I'll be moving, and so I will have internet back up and running over there, hopefully good enough to become a.
I love what you might when you launch it. I'm a
Go ahead
big
and
lazy.
get all those beautiful Eurekas. Hopefully, by doing that, I will be able to still upload videos over there. If not, I might just have to bring my laptop to the university campus and get as much of it as possible. So, all right, we'll go ahead and accept Angkor, Khmer's peace deal. So, Khmer and Babylon are now at peace. So, just remove that there. Ooh, 12 turns. Let's see. We need to fix that immediately. All right, so looks like we've got a religion started. We took over the Khmer Empire, which allowed us to effectively become the dominant uh, the dominant civilization on their continent as well as our own continent up here. The only person we have to contend with really on our two continents is Eleanor of Aquitaine. Hopefully, she will not be much of a bother. But the thing is that her cities are pretty much all, with the exception of Paris, um, are looks like and La Rochelle. With the exception of those two cities, they should all be able to be taken from the sea, which was a bad decision on her part. Because I can do that very easily with my newfound ships. So yeah, we're gonna stop right there. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.